Welcome back to the morning show here on the Arise News channel. Now we'll take a review of newspapers, and Tundu would help us to do that in the absence of Arise News analyst Emmanuel Deafening.
There it goes, guys.
Yeah, go. Do it.
We're going to start with this day, as usual. Buhari in Deafening.
The newspaper of
record. Thank you, great Malabite.
Sundu Victoria Abiola, MKO Abiola.
We're all doing our best, Mr. Fenny. Impersonation.
I hope you're watching.
We miss you.
Action.
So I'm going to start with this day, the newspaper of record. Right. So Buhari in deafening silence over Lekki shootings, urges end to protests, tells youths, I have heard you loud and clear. We're probing incidents, says NSA. Now, this headline does dominate all today's papers, as does our interview yesterday with Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. This day also has a headline, Sanwo-Olu calls for healing, reconciliation, as violence slows down. Hoodlums hold Lagos, Anambra, Delta, Akwa Ibom, others. Okowa, Emmanuel, Obiano impose curfew. Above the masthead, civil unrest hurting Nigeria's outlook, IMF warns. Seeks prompt resolution, reforms to curb social disobedience, and European Parliament backs Okonjo-Iweala, WTO top job. And we have the picture story there on the cover of this day, talking national security, which we fully support. Now, to the Punch newspaper. President's broadcast, Nigerians attack Buhari for snubbing Lekki shootings, looting, killings continue. President's broadcast empty, devoid of leadership quality, says African Bar Association. Speech lacks empathy, emotion, short of expectations, contains gaps. Hashtag EndSARS protesters and SANS. Again, our interview was referred to here on the front, on the cover of Punch. Buhari and I have not spoken since Lagos mayhem. Sanwo-Olu. Very interesting there. And then the picture story is another major story that happened yesterday. Hoodlums and residents looting COVID palliatives in Maza area of Festac Town, Lagos. New Telegraph, hashtag EndSARS protests, am pinged. Tragedies uncalled for, Buhari. Orders security agencies to operate within confines of legality. 2 policemen, 5 protesters killed in Anambra, Oyo. Police stations, local government secretariat razed, prisons attacked. Miscreants vandalized banks, loot buildings, shops in Enugu. I'm just going to, and then also on the New Telegraph, US, UK can decry protesters' killings, seek justice. Oshibajo, victims will get justice. DHQ defers to Lagos inquiry. You'll recall the comments from the DHQ involving allegations of using photoshopped images. Now The Guardian, stop protests and pinged. Buhari tells Nigerian youths. President silent on Lekki killings. US councillor meets Oshibajo, condemns military force. Southwest senators want end to violence. Speech so uninspiring, online critics say. Which is pretty much the general consensus. The Nation. Buhari to youths, we've heard you loud and clear. Discontinue your agitation, says President. 2 policemen lynched in Ibadan, station set on fire. So tragic. And that story continues of the 700 billion naira lost to protests from the LCCI, which has been making headlines for a couple of days now, the economic losses. Vanguard, hashtag EndSARS protests. Violence continues as Buhari sues for peace. Your voice has been heard. Stop the protest, Buhari tells youths. To world leaders, get your facts right before taking positions. 1 dead as army repels jailbreak in Warri prison. Gunfire as Ikoyi prison comes under attack. Protesters break into Okitipupa prison, free 58 inmates. Police station, local government office, Akeredolu's campaign office burnt. Wait for findings of panel set up on Lekki shootings. DHQ. Video of shooting going to judicial panel, says Sanwo-Olu. That's a reference to our interview here. Governor Obiano declares 24-hour curfew. U.S. State Department officials meet Oshibajo. And that COVID-19 warehouse break-in is the picture story here. Now to the Daily Trust. Buhari to hashtag EndSARS, stop protests now. Says subversive elements out to truncate our democracy. Cautions international community against hasty judgment. President silent on Lekki shootings. Buhari's speech short but loaded. Professor Carey. So, gentlemen, How about it?
Well, I see that in many of those front page headlines, there's this consistent reference to Lekki killings. And, I would just try to maybe play the devil's advocate. You'll recall that yesterday on this program, we had said that the Defense Headquarters was going to make a statement about killings at the Lekki Toll Gate Plaza. Now, before the president's speech, the Director of Media Operations of the Department of Media Operations, DDMO, Major General John Nenche, had also spoken on that particular issue. And he said that whatever happened at the Lekki toll gate remains an accusation. What he means by that is not very clear to me, but I suppose that what he's doing is more or less saying the same thing that the military said previously, that those people who were, photographed or recorded, video recorded, that they were not Nigerian soldiers. And that was why, when we originally discussed it, we were talking about unknown soldiers. So I imagine that the president would have been told that nobody died at the Lekki toll gate. Because you recall, General Nenche also quoted the Lagos State governor, saying that the Lagos State governor had said nobody died. But of course, he left out the truth, that the Lagos State governor had also said that one person died, even if it is from a blunt head injury, right?
Yes.
And
right.
Another person,
now, second,
gunshot.
Yes, that's an additional thing, but he couldn't confirm the death of that second person as at yesterday. Now, General Nenche also went further to say that the videos that are in circulation, that those videos are photoshopped.
He said that.
Now, what he means by the photoshopping, so yes, we criticize the president's speech, but again, he's probably relying on the information that was given by the relevant security agencies. But the concern of many Nigerians is that in terms of how that affected the tenor, the tone, the tempo of the president's speech, I've seen some analysts saying that, in fact, the president's speech, they also suspect that that speech was photoshopped. and that was how it came across like that. In a manner, to quote Shehu Sani, we wanted a speech, we asked for it, but many Nigerians are left speechless.
After the speech.
The media is careful to refer to Lekki shootings and not Lekki killings. That's a very
all right, we'll quickly go to a break. I think they're calling for a break now.
Yes.
Okay, we'll go for a quick break. We'll be right back.